What's good in the hood, YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing another video. Today I wanted to do a video on another amiibo that I recently picked up. This is one that was just recently restocked at Toys R Us that a lot of people obviously have been desiring for ever, practically. I mean, it's been like a year. And this is from the first wave, one that everyone's been wanting for such a long time to be restocked, because he's like considered one of the original first wave amiibo that was super hard to find and is always super highly priced. And now I finally got him. I now have two, because of two of those three super hard amiibo from that first wave to find, and it's just great to know that I finally got him. Obviously, the one that I had prior to this was Marth. The one that I finally got was Villager. Villager finally got restocked. Great thing to finally see. There was a good amount of him, and it was just amazing to finally see Villager available. So I was just very happy when I saw him laying there on a shelf, and knowing then, yes, I have him. So here is Villager. If you haven't seen him already, he's that amiibo that everyone wants, other than Wii Fit Trainer now, as well as Marth. Marth I have. Marth I was like was probably like my first amiibo that I got, oddly enough. But Villager, I'm very happy to get. Now I only have 4 characters left from the first wave that I'm missing. Same amount as my third wave, which I actually got some other ones from the third wave that I was missing. So now the third wave I only have 4, and same with the first wave. I'm missing from the first wave Peach, which I'll get soon. Kirby, which hopefully I'll find soon. Donkey Kong, which has been harder to find recently, even though he's pretty common, or at least he used to be, but I guess he must have been bought up. And lastly, Wii Fit Trainer. Once I get those 4, I'll have the first wave complete. I finished the second wave, and I finished wave 5B. And obviously with this guy, I'm getting closer to finishing the first one. The first and the third wave are the ones that I'm missing the most. The fourth wave, I'm only missing 2. And 5A, I'm only missing Palutena because I recently got Dark Pit. So, good stuff. So let me show you guys him. He's really great looking. I just really like his look. You know, he's very simple. There's not too much to him, but it's great to know that I finally was able to see him and look at him and just be like, I have him. I'm not sure if there's anything clear to tell you whether or not he's a reissue that was redone in any fancy way, but it's just good to know that they restocked him. Overall, he has a very simple look again. Here he is from this side inside the box, from the back, and from the other side. Really, really just happy to finally get him. And I just did that. I would have liked to have been a little gentler, but it's okay. Sometimes I remember a little bit more so, sometimes I forget. Yeah, that's okay, I think. Oof, let me... Hold on one second. Let me just quickly... Here's that. The E kind of got torn a little bit more than it should have, but otherwise looks pretty solid. Looks like it wasn't too damaged, so it's fine. You know, if I wanted to, I could probably do some stuff to kind of clean that up a little bit, make it look a little nicer. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, the bottom part here probably. I mean, I guess that would be the receiver or the thing that blocks it, but I think that's a newer one just because of how it looks or whatever. I don't know for a fact. Let me just kind of. I just need to put the insert back in, because I always do that. Just because if I ever want to seal them back up and put them in here, I can. So here's the insert inside there. I think it's all closed up well. Yep, that's good. Good stuff. So here's that all closed up. The E looks better now just because it's been kind of... Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so it's fine. I know I've been talking for a while and I haven't even shown you guys him. So here is the villager. He has a very simple look, not too much to say about him, and that's how he's known to be. From the front, as you can see here, he has his signature #1 shirt on. Looks great. He has his spoon hands, as people always refer to them. But he does have thumbs, so I don't think that he really has spoon hands. But they're kind of thick. I do note that. It's a very simple sculpt. There's no like real lines that are super noticeable, although I could probably tell that his hair was probably 2 pieces or something like that, but it's fine. There he is close up, obviously. So here's this side of him with his hand like that, like this. Here's his back. Obviously, it seems that his shirt, the one was on both sides, which is kind of weird, but I'm okay with it. It's just that I'm a little surprised that they decided to put a one on both sides. You would think it would just be a plain red on the back, but it's okay. I guess they wanted to add it on both sides. One thing I will note, though, is that due to the fact that his foot is raised slightly, they do have some things holding his feet up. But the other foot, for some reason, like there's so much around it, which I seriously don't understand why. It could just be that it was like one of the earlier Amiibos that they did, and they might have just wanted to have him very secure. I mean, I don't really know how he could have been so easily, moved around in a package or anything, or like fall apart, because like that foot's pretty firmly planted. So, I mean, again, this was the first wave of Amiibo, so I don't really know for a fact. His hair does have some extra detailing, so it's not just like painted on there. That hair actually is a separate sculpt, so it was definitely the hair was its own piece, because if you feel his hair is like some spikes here. Those spikes, those aren't just like painted on. That's actually mold. It's actually real mold that was attached separately, because you can tell that the spikes are separate. They're not one whole piece. They're not painted. They're actually it's an entirely separate piece, so it's fine. He has a good amount of detail, just enough for him. His nose has his typical detailing. It's that kind of reddish nose almost. His bluish shoes, and just a simple look. There's not too much else to really say about him. I mean, Villager's kind of like that simple character that everyone wants, just because, who doesn't love Animal Crossing? There are a bunch of people, but still. He's been one of the ones that people have been desiring for a while, because he's from the first wave and he was super hard to get. Obviously, Wii Fit Trainer was another one that's super hard to get, and I really want to get Wii Fit Trainer. I really hope that they restock Wii Fit Trainer soon. I don't know where they would restock her. Hope maybe Toys R Us, and if so, I would definitely get Wii Fit Trainer, because that's one that I've always wanted. Like, I just wanted to have her just because she looks cool, and though she's a weird character, I kind of like her. Like, I kind of think she's cool regardless of her odd nature. She's still kind of cool, but he's also really great, and he's a great character in Smash, and I'm sure I'm going to give him a Trip Tree effect. Also, when I was at Toys R Us, I managed to also pick up something that I've been meaning to get for quite some time, and I never had the chance to buy it, was the Nintendo 3DS NFC adapter, which I've been wanting to get for a while, but I just never got the NFC reader, which is gonna be great, because I've recently been playing Smash Bros on my 3DS a lot, as well as on my Wii U, but I have been playing it on my 3DS a lot just because I've been trying to unlock all the custom moves and everything, and I'm sure I'm going to finish the custom moves up on that. So I'd like to get all the custom moves on these characters and have all these Amiibo with a whole amount of custom moves, and it's also going to just be a lot easier to train them, because I like to use my 3DS a lot for training, for just playing Smash sometimes, and it's just going to be easier to just pick up an Amiibo and just be like, okay, you can train, do your thing. I'll sit over here and do something else while you train, and that's just going to be great. I mean, I'm just really happy to see that I finally got him. So great news, and I'm happy because I'll finally get to use this thing on him and a bunch of other ones that I've been missing training. I've trained a lot of them, but not all of them, and I've been using them for other games as well, but I do want to finish training up a bunch of them. I still have a good number of them to train, so I guess I'll see then. So anyway, guys, this has been our villager unboxing video. He was restocked again. Check your Toys R Us. I'm sure if you're getting him around the day that he's coming out or the day after, he'll probably be there because they had an okay stock. It wasn't too much. Like the Mii fighters, I noticed that there's the 3-packs are still there, and there's a good number of them. Like when I went to the Toys R Us that I went to the same one that I went to when I went to get the Mii fighter 3-pack. Still had a good stock. Still had like a good number. I could have just as easily picked them up than when I picked them up the day of. So clearly, he's being bought up, but at a slower rate. So it's not like it's not impossible to find him. You could definitely find him. I also noticed that they've been restocking some of the single Splatoon amiibos, which originally they did a resale of the 3-packs for the Splatoon amiibos, but they've also I started seeing some of the Inkling girl and Inkling guy as individuals. So clearly they are starting to sell those again, and those are becoming a little bit more common. I wasn't able, when I went to the Toys R Us that I went to, I didn't see a lot of the ones that I saw the previous week, but I saw a lot of the ones from the from the 5th wave. In fact, the majority of them were there, other than Dr. Mario, clearly, which was kind of interesting to see that they had all been restocked. Bowser Jr. seems to constantly be there, so I don't know what that is all about, but it's fine. Anyway, that's about it for me again. I'll see you guys next time. So again, this has been our villager unboxing, and goodbye.